So maybe something I could do here is even if I do let Marcel take this, maybe I can switch train Evole in the process. You know? Maybe. I also don't know if there are any items. I don't know this area too well, so figured I'd check a little bit. I'm not gonna go crazy looking for hidden items, especially here. But certainly just not throughout the game. But even we cannot identify the wayward ghosts. A Sylph Scope might be able to unmask them. But if there are Poké Balls, you know, like item balls that you can see, then I might want to. Channeler wants to fight. See, so we can see these Ghastlies, even though they look quite different from the Ghastlies we're used to. But none of my moves could do anything, like Evole's rather. So we'll switch to Marcel, which was the plan. Not what I want, but let's see. Darn. How much you get? Okay, that's not terrible. But if you keep hitting yourself, then it's gonna suck. So maybe don't do that. Thank you. Let's see how the experience goes now. Okay, 220. Alright. That victory music sounds like so subdued. I don't know, maybe I'm just used to hearing it at a faster speed. Just didn't sound super victorious. Alright. But now, you know, I have my plan. My plan of attack. It's basically just get Evole some experience, let Marcel take care of the rest. I mean, so far it's worked out great because Lick apparently doesn't affect Marcel, which I'm not sure why. But, hey, you know, I'll have to see after this, actually. I feel like the only damage Marcel has taken is because he hit himself twice. See, that's the thing, I don't know, because he's just Psychic type. And isn't Lick is a Ghost type? Can Ghost not hit Psychic? Because if that's the case, I was not aware of that. To my knowledge, Ghost could hit Psychic, but maybe not. So let's see how a wild fight compares. But with this in mind, with Lick not being able to affect Marcel, all the more reason for him to be the one carrying us through here. Also, it's like half of the experience of a trainer fight, but it's still something we could use. And Double Slap, I'm probably not going to use that considering it's a physical attack. His physical attack is not great, but I guess at least he has it. And even though the normal, even like the wild Ghastly fights might be worth it, I'm still tempted to pop a Repel just so I don't have to deal with them. Thankfully, so far the encounter rate doesn't seem too high. In all the walking around we've done on this floor, we've only encountered one Ghastly. So it really isn't that bad. At least not yet. If it ends up getting worse, then maybe. Are you just gonna hit yourself every opportunity you have? So far, yes. So far, 4 of 4 moves, or attacks. 5 out of 5, he's hit himself in confusion. Come on. And I'm not gonna count that because you're confused no more. Every time you've had the chance to hit yourself in confusion, you've done it. That's obnoxious. Alright. But, you know, I have super potions, so I'm gonna use one. Because I don't need to go back to a Pokemon Center just yet for the sake of PP. So if I can stay in here a little bit longer, I will. And I'll probably end up using when the time comes to leave. Probably using that escape rope I just picked up. 1, to kind of clear that item space. But 2, I don't want to have to walk all the way through. But there actually might be a healing panel in this floor. I don't remember if that's remake only. I feel like it's not. I don't think it's remake only. So I can always just make my way to that too. Used instead barrier. Crap. Yeah, see, I was worried about this. I actually thought that it would happen at level 30. So when he seemed to be obeying me, you know, I wasn't super concerned. But now he's starting to be a little rebellious at level 31. And there lies the issue with traded Pokemon, you know? They do level up a lot faster, as we've seen in, like, just an hour of gameplay. You know, he's gone from level 6 to level 31. But now he's not wanting to listen to me. Is Nightshade not Ghost type? I don't know. Why is Lick not able to affect me? I'm really confused about that. I don't know. And there's our second wild encounter. Partly due to the fact that now Marcel is not wanting to listen, I'm going to skip over that encounter, you know? Because I don't want him to, like, if he gets confused and hits himself even more, then he's not going to be available for, like, these fights. Like, Abele, if you had any fire move, I would just have you fight these Ghastly. Or if Dark had been, or rather, if Bite had been Dark type, then I'd just do that once he learns it, which he will soon. Again, I think that's at level 30. Maybe not. But no. I suppose, though, something I could always do is just not switch to Marcel. I just fought you. As in, you know, other Pokemon have special moves, like Carpe has Bubble Beam that he could use. You know, Dino has Vine Whip and Razor Leaf, so I could always just switch off to them. It's just, you know, Marcel I don't terribly want to use anymore right now because, again, he's not cooperating. And then, you know, Rockmonlee I don't want to use, because fighting type. But aside from that, I guess I don't really have a reason why I shouldn't be using any of the others. As in, Carpe or Dino. My options are still fairly limited right now. As far, though, as variety goes, this tower is pretty boring. You know, nothing against Ghastly, or, you know, Ghost types, but, like, first gen, Ghastly was the only Ghost Pokemon. Well, Ghastly and his, you know, evolutionary line, of course. But when this is all that you encounter through an entire area, basically, it gets a little bit old. I'm just gonna head up. Hopefully there wasn't anything I missed up top, but I don't want to have to do it. And again, this is where I kind of wish I used the Repel. Kind of would like to. I think I might. Let's just do it. Let's just use a Repel here while I'm still thinking about it. They're like at the very bottom, aren't they? Super Repel. There we go. Okay. I'll see, and this is where you heal. You can rest here. Yay, white magic. It's a thing, though. Magic is a thing in this game. I mean, we kind of already knew that. Like, first there are psychic powers, but there is an explicit statement of white magic. Just thought I'd point that out. Nightshade is one of those moves that can be a little bit bothersome. You know, because normally Ghastly, like, at this point, I'm a little over-leveled, and so they're not going to do much damage to me just because my defenses are higher, that kind of thing. But when Nightshade deals a consistent amount, like level 22, if they're level 22, because, you know, again, Nightshade is the move. It's like Seismic Toss in the sense it does as much damage as your opponent. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, not as your opponent, as you, the caster. Also, look, it's Haunter. There's something new. Yay, variety. So that's what makes it a little bit obnoxious, but at least with that kind of move, you can plan around it. Like, if you know how much damage they're gonna do, you could just stay within, or stay outside of that range. Like, if he does Nightshade again, that's fine, I'll live. Nightshade can't get criticals, it'll only do 23. And Abele grew to level 29, good. His attack actually is really getting up there, you know? It's almost at 100. Like, that's Gyarados levels of attack. And I feel kind of justified in saying that because, you know, Gyarados is several levels higher at this point. Like 6, right? So Abele still has potential to reach that point when he levels up. So I'm gonna keep switch training him, because I want him to be prepared. Ha! I just noticed Carpe's health is 1, 2, 3. That's fun. Good job, Carpe, teaching those kids. Don't paralyze me. Dang it, what did I just say? There's a healing square right there. It just sucks that the fight it was that much more tedious. I'm glad I didn't get fully paralyzed at all. You know, I have to skip a turn, but one of those things. Healing square is quite nice. Though during my Magikarp solo run, I couldn't use it because then it would restore my PP so I couldn't struggle against ghosts. So even then, it made it complicated. Yeah, I'm gonna toss this. Goodbye, escape rope. And hello, Nugget. I'll take a Nugget, 5,000 Poke? Is that the currency? Is that what you call it? Sometimes, like, I usually call it Poke, but then I feel like that's from, you know, the Mystery Dungeon games and not from the main games, and so I feel kind of bad. So then, because the symbol looks like yen, I want to call it Pokken. But wasn't Pokken, isn't that like Pokken Tournament? And it's named such because of Tekken, you know, or whatever. But it makes sense to have, it looks like the yen symbol, but it's like for Pokemon, so it's Pokken. Anyway. I think you guys understand. I just am not sure what it is or what their intention was or things like that. Did I fight you? Did I come from here then? No, because this is all new. Okay, good. It seemed odd that I would have fought that person without having gone up. But I guess I came from that way, but then why didn't they walk out to get me? Maybe I approached them and talked to them. I have done that. Evidently. Well, even though it won't be useful here, I am hoping that throughout this tower we can get Abele to level 30 and have him learn Bite. Because, you know, I'm pretty sure that is before an elemental move, so, you know, once he gets there, that's kind of another milestone. And again, unfortunately, I don't remember what that elemental move was. It's fire type, because Flareon. I think it was Ember, but that might just be because, you know, my mind jumps there because it's like the lowest fire type move. Maybe it was Fire Spin, which I believe is worse in this game, like, as in like a better move, worse for opponents, you know, in this game than it is in future games. Because this, like Wrap and Bind and things like that, it actually makes them skip their move, right? In addition to doing damage each turn. Maybe. Either way. Looking forward to getting those so he can be that much more versatile. His attack is stronger than his special, but being able to use him as a fire type specifically would be nice. Because it's not that he can't do things right now. I mean, right now he actually can't because he only has normal types against ghost types. You know, that doesn't work. Normal type attacks, that is. But in other cases, he would be able to do stuff. It's just nice, you know, with like Carpe. He's water type, it's good that I can have him use a water type attack. You know, Dino, he's grass type. It's good that I can make him use a grass type attack. Rockmon Lee is fighting type. It's nice that I can make him use a fighting type attack. Like, it's nice when the moves match up, not all of them, of course, or at least necessarily, but when at least one of them matches up with the type of your Pokemon, because not only do you get Stab, but then you can take advantage of those, you know, type advantages and disadvantages with more effect. Let's see, I have to clear out another thing. Awakening. Go away. For X accuracy, not something that I need. And honestly, I want to get rid of it now. Because I don't know. I mean, I'm sure if my bag were full, I could always get the Poke Flute later. but I'll just take care of it now. There's another item right there. Gosh dang it. All these items. Why does backspace have to be so limited in this game? I think next I'm gonna get rid of that fresh water, honestly. Maybe I don't want fresh water. Maybe I don't even want soda. Maybe I just want to go straight to getting a bunch of lemonade. I don't know. You know, actually, after taking care of this trainer, I might want to go back, step on that. I think I will step on that healing pad, mostly to get rid of this paralysis, honestly. Let's first see if there's another fighter in this room. Another trainer to take care of, you know. No, there's not. And I believe that's where the encounter starts. So let's waste our super repel a little bit. Make our way back here. All in the name of preservation. Now back we go. And here, we will finally encounter the Pokemon we've heard about for so long up to the... Crap. Didn't mean Ghastly. Ruined the build-up of it all. Had to take away from that moment. Alright. Be gone, intruders! Ah! See, look, it's a happy little ghost. Or is it? Silphscope unveiled the ghost's identity. Wild Marowak appeared, and it's pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure, too, that this Pokemon, you cannot catch it. I think you have to beat it. Or, again, if you have a Poké Doll, you could use that to run away. I'm pretty sure that's also a possibility. Now, even though it's a ghost, I think it's still just a normal Marowak. Yeah, like honestly, I think it would have been kind of cool if it had been a Marowak but with a ghost type. It would have set maybe a bit of a strange precedent for the games, but I think honestly an interesting precedent. If they could have Pokemon be different types depending on the situation, not necessarily like Alolan forms, but you know, the ghost was the restless soul of Cubone's mother. The mother's soul was calmed. It departed to the afterlife. We did it good. All right, but now we gotta go take out these dudes. I mean, wouldn't that have been kind of cool, though, if the Marowak had been Ghost type as well? Like, maybe in addition, yeah, to Ground type or whatever. I think it would have been cool. And if they, again, did that through more moments in the games. Because after a while, you know, once you know a Pokemon... Like, okay, so I'm not sure about every Pokemon's typing and whatever, right? I'll admit that. And I forget sometimes what types are good against what. Or at least... Maybe not super effective, like I'm more comfortable with that, but at least what's, you know, not very effective, that kind of thing. But it would be a fun challenge, because after a while, a lot of people, or at least in a lot of cases, you can see a Pokemon and know exactly what you want to do against it, like what Pokemon you want to send out, what move you want them to use against them. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if you had to think a little bit more, just sometimes, you know? And have to think about the situation that you're in and what other factors could be contributing? I think that would be cool. Anyway, level 30, 94 attack. Speed isn't great. Special's okay, but speed and defense not great. And he didn't learn something at 30. No, maybe it's 31? I think he learns Bite next. I don't know. Hope I'm not wrong. Why does that do so much damage? Why does hitting yourself do so much damage? Jeez. It's too much, man. It's too much. Gosh dang it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. You know, we're gonna have Marcel. Get out there, Marcel. Alright. Good. Thank you for listening to me. So there's one rocket down. And he leaves. Just throwing a little tantrum. Here, let's take care of one of the super potions at least. Get Evelyn back up to mostly full health. Almost there. I don't know how many trainers there are here. Evidently at least 3. You know, one we already beat, this dude, the next one that we can see. But as far as how long this section goes on, I frankly don't know. I don't think too much longer. I guess now that, you know, Marcel is ignoring me, I'm a little bit antsy to get that next badge, you know. It's not that I'm desperate to use Marcel, but since he's on my team, I want to be able to reliably switch to him. I want to be able to reliably use him as a party member. But when it's kind of 50-50 as to whether or not he's even going to... He could fall asleep. I'm pretty sure that he could fall asleep as one of his options instead of doing the move I tell him to use, you know? So, I don't like that kind of uncertainty, that inconsistency that can be introduced there. So I want to get the next badge so that I don't have to worry about that. Alright, so there he goes. And I think this is the last one, if not second to last one. That's my guess right there. Still gonna have Abele try to fight these guys, but if they confuse me, I might just have to switch out. I'll try it. And I regret my decision. Because that hurts so much. It really does. Alright, Rockmonlee, you can do this. Like, I know it's weak against them, but I want to see how weak. Okay, so it'll still kill you, though, at the health you were at. That's good. Now, a Rattata, Rockmonlee could handle no problem. I mean, I think Abele could too, but at this health, maybe better to not risk it. And why not get them both some experience? I mean, they're at the same level. So, switch training with each other? Why not? Even though Rockmonlee should get, I would think, should get a level pretty soon. I mean, I got him at level 30, and I have been switch training with him for at least a little bit. So, it'll happen eventually. Tail Whip, I appreciate that. I mean, not if you hit me again, but I think I should be fine here. And hopefully I won't regret putting those 2 double moves right by each other in his move list. But I figure with Meditate, like, I'm probably not going to use that too often, so I'll just put it at the bottom, you know? I'm going to Tackle. If he confuses me, thank you. Then I was going to switch out, but otherwise I'll take it. I just wish that I had hit the first time, because now he'd be dead, but at least this works. Because he didn't confuse me again. That's all I was worried about. All his other moves I could handle. Alright, so there goes the 3rd rocket. And is he just up here? Yay! No! Oh, it's a Cubone. Hello, buddy. Alright, I'll fight you. Ow! Let's switch real quick. I forgot that was a move. Alright, but now he's dead. We can rest a little more easily. Mr. Fuji says, "Huh, you came to save me? Thank you, but I came here of my own free will. I came to calm the soul of Cubone's mother, and I did a terrible job. I think Marowak's spirit has gone to the afterlife. I must thank you for your kind concern. Follow me to my home, Pokemon House at the foot of this tower." And thankfully it does that for us. But I think that our bag is full. So before talking to him, well, first, we might as well heal. Before I forget. I don't think it does that automatically. Maybe it did. I don't know. Evidently, I didn't check. Maybe not evidently. Obviously. How about that? Because it's not like we discovered something. No, not bills. Hold on. Back to mine. Not withdraw. Okay, deposit. So we want to get rid of... We don't need the lift key anymore. So we can get rid of that pretty safely. We shouldn't need the Sylph Scope anymore. Rare candy. But then the nugget and the HP up I'll sell, so I'll keep those on my person. Good plan, everybody. Are you the Pokemon house? Yeah. So now we talk to him. Riz, your Pokédex quest may fail without love for your Pokemon. I think this may help your quest. Will this help me love them? Upon hearing Poké Flute, sleeping Pokemon will spring awake. It works on all sleeping Pokemon. So yeah, it works particularly, like, it's meant you need it. How about that? I'll say that. You need the Poké Flute, specifically in order to beat the Snorlax that's in the path, you know? But it will also work on Pokemon, like, on your team that are asleep, which a lot of people either don't know or don't care to try. And to be fair, it's a little tedious. It takes some time, but you can do it. So I think what I want to do at this point is go and take out the Celadon gym. Ooh, hold on though, now that I think about that. I was gonna say, you know, grass type, that's a lot of grass and poison type, and so that would be... It's where either Marcel or Abele would be good, but Marcel is not wanting to listen to me, and Abele doesn't have a fire type move yet. But at the same time, what if I'm not ready to take on Sabrina's gym? Because thinking about Sabrina's gym, Rockamon would suck there, Dino would suck there, Marcel again isn't listening to us, so it would really just be relying on the physical strength of Abele and Carpe, and maybe that would be enough. But Sabrina's kinda strong, so I also don't know about that. Okay, here's my current thought. In order to try to play it safe, I think that, I mean, in order to take on Sabrina's gym, we would first have to beat Team Rocket anyway. Are they in the next one up, or are they further down? I saw a tall building, so I'm checking it out first. Yeah, this is it, right? Yeah, ha, he's taking a snooze. So my thought is, you have to beat this Rocket segment before you can take on Sabrina anyway. By the time I finish with these Rockets, Abele should hopefully have at least one fire move, and then we can go take on Erica. And then with Erica's badge, we should have a high enough level, like, we should be good enough that Marcel will listen to us again. And then, with Marcel listening to us, we should be able to go down into Fuchsia City and take on Koga. And then, hopefully by that point, we would be strong enough in general that we could then go and take out Sabrina. Hopefully, that'll all come together, you know, nice and neatly like that. Cue outro, go!